Marketing. What is it and why do so many people spend a lot of money on it? That's the question of the century. So marketing from a business perspective is the lifeblood of your company. You cannot survive without it. So we all know all the general forms of marketing. We know the billboards, we know the commercials, we know social media, we know print, we know phone, text, all that stuff. But why is it so important? Marketing is the lifeblood of your company. It's basically your sales department. It's the initiation of your sales department. So if you sell a product or sell some type of service, you need clients. And what's the best way to do that? Through marketing. Now, marketing and PR are two different things. Marketing is basically say, from a brand perspective, say, okay, this is who I am. PR is kind of like more of your integrity, your identity, and what you want people to know you as. And I know that sounds very complex, but from a business standpoint, you need to know the difference, because otherwise you can spend a whole bunch of money on stuff that you don't need to spend money on. For example, billboards. They're very costly and there are a lot of them, but how effective are they? Well, depends on your business. If your business is an injury client, guess what? Car accidents are part of injury. And guess what? Cars have to pass by billboards. For example, social media, TV, all these are different types of marketing, but are they beneficial for you? Here are a few things that I kind of just test myself to see, is it something that I want to do? One, I always do a beta test. I always try to see how much money do I spend on that medium and what kind of return on leads I get. And what I mean is how many calls do I get, how many texts I get, how many emails, how many DMs I get for business. I'm not talking about crazy DMs, okay? So I do that for a certain amount of time and see kind of what traction I get. And then I do that for all different avenues that I decide to do. Another part of it is money. What is your budget? I can tell you right now, if you're looking at marketing, TV is the most expensive, especially if you're different markets. So if you're in a big city like Chicago, LA, I'm not talking about Lower Alabama, I'm talking about actually Los Angeles. Those markets are very costly to run, but also they can be very, very effective. You have a lot of people that are watching and things of that sort. Now, here's a new thing that I've been seeing is on-demand video. So those on-demand videos, I don't know for you guys who originally signed up for Hulu and Netflix and all that, it used to be advertising. So now you have a lot of platforms right now that are streaming that let you do on-demand commercials. And they actually give you a little bit more demographics on behind the scene. I know this is I'm throwing a lot at you, but I'm trying to give you just a general overview of marketing. I tell people a lot of times, 50% of marketing works. The other 50% doesn't. We just don't know what part of it works that doesn't work. You have to literally test the market and see what it is that works for you. Don't just because you have a whole bunch of money, just start spending money all willy-nilly. Be very, very selective, be very, very strategic. I know this is kind of painful because you see a guy run a commercial, you might see a realtor run a billboard, you might see somebody on social media, but let me tell you, they may not be getting that return on investment that they want. Another component I would tell you that's very, very important is make sure your company is sound, that can handle the leads. Because if you don't have your company set up to handle the leads, your marketing can actually fold on you. Think about it. Every time you see a commercial about a bad car that you had, so for example, I'm not gonna say a name because I don't want anybody to come back and sue me, but let's say, think about one of your first cars that you had and was trash, it was garbage. And every time you see the commercial, you think, I'm never buying that. So guess what? Guess what the commercial is doing for you? It's actually working backwards for you. So what I'm trying to say is a few things. One, know your market, know what works. Test the market. Don't go out there and just start spending a whole bunch of money. Make sure you have an infrastructure in place for the leads. And I would say, know your budget. This is Ronne Rice. Hope this helps. Please like, share, comment on this video. Follow me on social media. Get Rice Now, GetRicenow. You guys have a blessed day.